All right, boys and girls, thank you for tuning in to another episode. This is the 22nd episode of the Yuba Sutter Bars Show. I am your host, Travis Lee. We are counting down all the best events going on in the next few days here in the Yuba Sutter area. We're going to help you fill in all your calendar dates between today, Friday, March 20th, going forward to Wednesday, March 25th. And then you can catch us here live on Spreaker Radio next week at our normal time slot, live at 5, Thursday at 5 p.m. So we're sorry we weren't able to join you guys yesterday. We had a personal situation go on, and we had to cancel, unfortunately. We were supposed to have two of the wrestlers from WCWF, West Coast Wrestling Federation, based right here out of our very own Yuba City, California. But unfortunately, our schedules weren't able to coincide. They couldn't reschedule. Hope to work with those guys in the future, though. We will be promoting their event. They've got a wrestling show going on this weekend. It's going to be taking place on Saturday. There's also another local wrestling event going on this week. So if you're a pro wrestling fan, it's WrestleMania season. WrestleMania 31 is in Northern California, and I expect a lot more events to be going on. So for fans of local sport, that's a good opportunity. But of course, we're going to cover all the open mics, all the local bands, and of course, all the local bars. There's some new stuff on our radar, some new stuff coming at Happy Times, some good stuff coming our way. So we first want to go ahead and, of course, drop a little plug for our own projects. We, of course, every single week want to encourage all of our friends, family, and followers to have their friends go to Facebook and like us. Go to Yuba Sutter Bars on the Facebook page, like us. We've got a website coming at you very soon. We've got the open mic starting very soon on April the 1st. Of course, almost weekly, every Thursday at Happy Times Bar and Grill. We have live music coming. Unfortunately, the band that we had coming up for you guys decided to cancel, so we're not going to have that show going on. Our calendar currently has the next show for Thursday, April 23rd, but it's 21 and up. There's never any cover. It's always going to be dollar beer night. It's one of the greatest places for young people to hang out, and Thursday's the new Friday. Most of us work retail, so we don't have set days off. We'd like to think that we all work a 9 to 5 and have these Monday through Friday jobs and have the weekends off. But for most of us, it's not true. I personally have random weekdays off. I know a lot of you guys do as well. So we're trying to create something so that 7 days a week there's something going on for you. We're going to start our project of open mic Wednesdays over at the Wood Butcher. We've got live music on Thursdays. There's the open mic by Clark Bushman. That happens every Thursday at Mountain Mike's Pizza as well. So that's your Wednesday, your Thursday. You don't need help with Friday and Saturday because everybody knows that there's always something good going on those nights. In about 2 hours here, I'm going to finalize a brand new entertainment option with a bar in Marysville. That's going to be taking place every Sunday. And we'll probably give you a lot more information about that on next week's show. So tune in and check that out. But if you want to know ASAP, friend me on Facebook. My name is Travis Lee on there. The logo I use is the Yuba Sutter Bars logo with the buttes in the background. So look me up on there. I accept all friend requests from locals. So check out that. But I mean, that's your Wednesday, your Thursday, your Friday, your Saturday, and your Sunday. And we all need at least a couple of days to recoup our wallet. And I know you're not out so much on the Mondays and Tuesdays, but a lot of the local bars do the Tightwad Tuesdays at Wood Butcher, and there's just a lot of good stuff. So, I'm going to rant a little bit. I've been seeing some stuff on Facebook, a little bit of negativity, not really from any one person, but just kind of all over the place, and it really upsets me. I'm not even from this community. I've only lived here since June, and to find some of you here that have lived here your entire lives that don't have any pride and slander the community, it's very disheartening. There's a lot of good stuff going on in this area. Geographically, you're located in one of the best places of California. You're only 4 hours from the Oregon border. You're 2 hours from the ocean, 2 hours from the mountains. You're an hour from Chico, an hour from Sacramento. You've got your great niche. Everyone here is polite, friendly, and loyal. You've got a lot of good stuff here. You've got the beauty of the buttes. You've got a ton of local biking and hiking that can be done. Camp Far West isn't too far. You've got Collins Lake. Browns Valley is beautiful. Not Chico, but Grass Valley and Nevada City are right around the corner, and it's really a gorgeous place. I know it's not, a hustle bustle like Los Angeles or San Francisco, but who really wants that anyways? I know I personally don't. So enjoy the local artists you have. Support each other. Don't post these things about, same shit, different day, same old people, same old things, because it's really not. There are weekly events like the open mics and the concerts and all that great stuff, but we are lucky to live in a community where we always have an influx of new information and new things coming at us. Look at the guys from On Off. They're from Ireland and they stumbled into our little community. We're so lucky to have them here, to have them consider this their temporary home. You don't experience things like that elsewhere. So I know I'm not perfect. I know I'm really overwhelmed. A lot of times I have my full-time job. I do Yuba Sutter Bars all by myself. There's no partners. There's no support. There's no paycheck. It's just me, myself, and I. I've spent a ton of money putting on shows, from the Yuba Sutter Bars Show, paying for the trophies, all the flyers, all the flyer design that I have to pay the people I use, all the bands I book, get a few $100s. There's a lot of money coming in and not a lot of money being put back into my own pocketbook. But I do it because I love this town, I love this community, and I love the people here. And I want to continue to keep meeting people here and, really be a vibrant part. We've done 22 episodes of the show. We have over 1,000 views on our page. We're all across YouTube, Instagram, Facebook. We've got thousands of people who support us across those social networks. And it's just like, life is about what you put into it. If you come and you wake up every day and you're like, today's going to suck, then today's going to suck because you're putting forth that negative energy. If you wake up and you say, hey, you know what? I stubbed my toe, but the rest of the day is going to be awesome. You know what? I don't have a full-time job and I'm only making minimum wage, but I still manage to feed myself, feed my family. I still have a roof over my head. I still have a car that runs. That's what you have to look at. You're always going to look into the neighbor's yard and you're going to see how much greener his grass is because he uses Scott's Turf Builder and you use the generic stuff. But at least you have that home. You have this community. It's ours. Don't break it down. It is our community. Do not destroy your own community. There's plenty of other negativity coming at us from people all over the place. With the Thursday night shows, I'm trying to bring in that culture that people think is lacking. I don't think it's lacking. I think there's a ton of great places around here. We have an influx of over 40 bars, countless musicians that call this place home, but we're still bringing in touring acts. We've got a big show coming up on June the 4th. There's just so much going on, and it doesn't make any sense to me why our neighbors, the people we wave at, the people who serve us our Starbucks, we're destroying each other. And it doesn't make any sense because when you get this negativity of locals hating locals because you're not from here, I don't care where you're from. I don't care if you're from China. I don't care if you're from South Sacramento. I don't care if you moved here from Florida or Ohio. If you're here, this is your home now. And if you're doing something positive to be a part of this home, whether it's Yuba Sutter Bars, whether it's being in a band, whether you're a producer, or whether you're just somebody out there washing cars and you've got your local business, you are part of our community and I'm going to welcome you with open arms. I would love to recruit more and more great individuals here. If you don't love this community, leave it. If you think Chico and Sacramento and all these other towns are better, move your ass there because we don't have time for negativity. And you know what? That's all I'm going to put into this topic for the week. I'm normally a super positive person. I think I'm still being really positive right now, talking up the community. I want to make sure that we look forward to what's coming up this week and what we've got going on. And we're going to start that out. So, of course, we're going to start talking about the wrestling show. It's Friday, TGIF. You've had a long week. Everything's been stressing you out, and now you're ready for some fun. So if you like wrestling, Ultimate Championship Wrestling is going to be in town tonight. They're going to be at Yuba City at the Calvary Christian Center, which is located right off of Colusa Highway. You just go down towards Sutter. It's 2620 Colusa Highway is the address. Just type it into your little Google phone and you'll pull it up. There's going to be a bunch of championship matches going on. I don't know what they charge for their cover. It doesn't seem to say here in the press release that they sent me, but it's going to be probably $5 to $10. And before we get too far into the rest of the week, I want to remind people that when you do send us your Facebook links, we love to not only put them on the podcast and share them with the community and share them on my own personal Facebook page, but I like to share them on the Yuba Sutter Bars page. That's where the most of our traffic comes from. We've got nearly 2,000 likes on there. But the problem is, when you create an event on default on Facebook, the default setting is guests and friends. So that means anybody who's on your friends list can see it. Anybody you've, of course, invited can see it. And then it's their spider web of their network. Anybody who's friends of your friends can see it. But eventually you're going to hit that dead end where there's somebody random like myself who's new to the community, who doesn't know everybody, and they're not getting that. So all you got to do is, it's at the bottom right before you click submit, drag the mouse and click public. Because if I share your event, even if I've been invited, if I share it on Yuba Sutter Bars Facebook page, it doesn't show up. When I start launching YubaSutterBars.com, it's not going to show up because only the guests and the friends of the guests are going to see that link. And then it makes us look silly because it seems like we don't know how to copy and paste. So make sure that you're getting on there and you're clicking public. There's a few individuals who have a reoccurring issue, and sometimes with tone, it's hard when you're just typing to express something. And I always tell people, like, switch your event to public, switch it to public so everybody can see it. And somehow that comes off negative. And I'm not trying to be negative. I'm just trying to get the message out there, trying to get you to see the most people at your events. So make sure you always click public. If you send it to us, we try to point it out. But like I said, some people have been taking that the wrong way. So make sure you've got that adjusted accordingly. Also, coming out tonight at 9 p.m. for all our song singers out there, over at the River's Edge, Cletus is going to be doing his weekly thing. It's going to be fun. It's going to be a great way to kick off your weekend. They're right there on 12th Street, only 8 hours away. So, punch out at 5 or 7 or whatever time you get out tonight. Go home, shower, put on some of that smelly good stuff because you don't know who you're going to meet tonight. Clear your throat and go out there and sing at the River's Edge. Everybody's out there. They've got 2 pool tables. They've got the dartboard. They've got those silly little punching bag games that I suck at, and that's why I think they're silly, but a lot of people are better than me at it. And Heather and Leeway are going to be behind the bar. They're going to be serving up the drinks. Be safe. Be responsible. Last week was St. Patrick's Day, but the police are still out. They're still looking for people making mistakes. Bot Kai's coming up. There's a lot of stuff. Spring is sprung. Summer's right around the corner. The warm weather's getting up. And people are starting to make silly choices. So make sure you're not one of those people because the cops know, just like I know. So make sure you guys are checking out yourself and calling cabs and being safe. One of the bigger events tonight is going to be our friends On Off that we talked about earlier. They're going to be playing in Marysville at the Silver Dollar. Obviously, one of the greatest things about this community is that all the shows are free. This show is no different. I believe Haley Glines is going to be opening up, so go see her. She's been working really hard, making a lot of new hits. So go check out that. That show is going to kick off around 10 p.m., but get your butt in there early. Start drinking. Tell Joe hello. Buy yourself a beer. All that good stuff. Go check that out. It's a great way to end your St. Patrick's Day week. Tuesday to Friday. After all that's done, you go home, you wake up hungover, you drink the hair of the dog, you shake it off, and then tomorrow's Saturday, and we got to do it all over again. So we're going to throw some more options at you. River's Edge is right back on the calendar. Thorcat is going to be playing. They've played at the River's Edge quite a few times, so if you haven't seen them yet, you're really doing yourself an injustice. You want to make sure you get out there. You want to make sure you support, see what they're offering. They're going to be there. Again, 21 plus, free. Show starts at about 9 p.m. If you're looking for something a little bit different, maybe something that you could take the kids to, a little less alcohol involved, they're doing a pancake breakfast tomorrow on Saturday. It's early, though, so maybe don't party too hard tonight so you can wake up. It's running from 7 to 11, so whatever's good for your schedule, you can squeeze in there. It's going to be at the Masonic Temple in Marysville. You might want to get a pen and paper and write this down. The address is 324 8th Street in downtown Marysville. It's the pancake breakfast. It's being hosted by the Rainbow Girls and Marysville Assembly 10. Masonic Temple Association is the proud sponsor. So make sure you guys get out there. Again, it's from 7 to 11. It's at 324 H Street. And it's the day of the Botkai Parade, because the Botkai Parade is this Saturday, and we're going to get to that next here. But that might be a good thing. You go out there, you get your good hearty breakfast, and then you go out. You see the parade, you see all the vendors and all the good stuff. So they're right on the parade route. You can just walk right out the door afterwards and be right where you need to be. They're asking $7 a plate. So they're going to have everything you can imagine: pancakes, eggs, sausage, coffee, juice, and all the other fixings. So check that out. Support them as they support our community. And then, of course, we do have the fabulous Botkai Parade. It's the 135th anniversary of this event. And that's another thing, back to the rant we were on earlier about why this area is great because of where it is geographically. 135 years this has been going on, and it's happening now in Marysville. It's been going on here for a number of years. We are lucky. I happen to know for a fact that people travel from all over the country and even some parts of the world to come to this event because it is the biggest in the world. You may not believe that. You can Google it. You can wiki it. If you use Bing, you can type it in. You can ask Siri or Cortana. The information is out there. The Botkai Parade is a gem in our community. Just like we're lucky to have the Sikh Parade that happens every year, we're blessed to have the Botkai Parade as part of our town. So, embrace it and be grateful for where you live, because not only is there going to be a parade, not only are all the vendors and the culture going to be out there, it's the year of the Ram. And there's going to be a whole bunch of excitement. There's going to be bands out there, classic cars, lion dancers, firecrackers, and then everybody's favorite thing coming up is going to be the Dragon. On Sunday, they're going to end the whole thing with Bomb Day, which is always a blast. Kind of intrigued me when I first heard about it. So you got all that going on. Most of it's free. Bring some money to support the vendors and everything else that's going to be going on. Tip the bands, buy some merch, check everything out. And you know what? It's right there in the heart of downtown Marysville. So you go out, you get your breakfast, you send grandma home with the kids, and then you and the honey, you guys go out to the local bars. You got all the good bars down there. You got Stassi's, Cortez, Silver Dollar, the Cigar Box, etc. They're all down there. You can't miss out. That's a whole weekend right there that we just threw together for you. Bam! You're welcome. So after that's done, you've done the whole morning thing. It's Saturday night, and it's 6 p.m., and you need some more fun in your life. You're kind of burnt out on the bands because you've just been to a bunch of shows the past few nights. Well, our friend John Cooper, the guys we were going to have on for the interview, WCWF, West Coast Wrestling Federation, they're going to be doing their show at Riverbend Elementary. That's located in Yuba City. You click on their event. There's a map right there. You can plan it all out. But the show is going to start at 7 p.m. The doors are going to open at 6. If you want to sit ringside, you want to be right there. You want the sweat on you. You want the spit. You want the blood. You want all the glory. $12. $12 gets you as close as you can get without actually getting in the ring. It's $10 for adults. It's $5 for your little ones. And you don't have to sit ringside. If you need tickets, write this number down. You can call area code 530-870-2459, or you can email the guys at westcoastwrestling@yahoo.com. But you know what? They're going to have tickets available at the door. So, get your Abraham Lincolns and your George Washingtons and whoever's on the $10 bill and get out there. Support that show. That's going to be a good time. I'm a big pro wrestling fan. I'm excited that there's going to be 2 wrestling shows within 2 days of each other. So, 2 different companies, 2 different ideas. It's amazing. Wrestling is art. Go out there, support it, and check it out. After you're done with that, if you don't want to do that, you can always go over and see the live music. There's going to be an acoustic blues trio playing at the brewery. They always have music at the brewery every Saturday night. It's a nice tradition. I hope to see it continue, but it's going to be a good time. So they're going to be playing a lot of Delta-style blues. There's going to be a few originals mixed in there as well. But this group that's playing out there Saturday night, they first got together in the year 2000, and they opened for B.B. King, Chris Kane, and a few others, and they're going to be right here in our tiny little town. That don't sound like the same stuff a different night. I've never seen an artist that's open for BB King before. So go check that out. Always, the brewery has great food and some of the best beer in town. So go check it out. It's all handcrafted and it's going to be a good time. Our next event is going to be the Josh Boudreaux Band, which is going to be playing out in Olivehurst. They're going to be at Grumpy's. Go check them out. Of course, 21 plus, free. Tip your bartenders. They've got darts out there. They've got a pool table. They're, of course, going to have the music. They got horseshoes, the outdoor patio in the back, so all you smokers can go out there and continue to enjoy your beverage. It's a great little spot out there in Olivehurst. Make sure you go out there and continue to support them. It's going to be a good show. Josh Boudreaux always puts on a fun time. And then we're talking about something exciting that's coming to Happy Times. It's not the shows. We're not doing a shameless plug. And we should add in, we don't work for and are not affiliated with Happy Times. We just love a good time as much as the next person. We love all our local bars from the top to the bottom, from Olivehurst to Yuba City, Marysville, the ones in Live Oak, and everything in between. They're all a part of our community, and we want to support them all. But Happy Times they're turning the cue. They've already got the karaoke, the DJs, and then with us, they've got the live music. But now they're going to be offering line dancing, something I haven't seen since I moved here in June, something that's not going on anywhere else in the community. Definitely not the same old shit. It's going to be a good time. They've got a powerful group that's coming up from Sacramento to give the lessons. And, Wednesday night is country night at Happy Times. So, $2 drink specials. Allie is going to be giving free lessons, and they're even going to have a photographer. So you get your skills down, you strut your stuff, and you get a fancy new Facebook picture. They're doing that all for free. What was that? Free. You go to Powerhouse Pub in Folsom. I'm sure it's a great little spot. I've been there a couple of times. They do line dancing too. It ain't free. You go to a concert in Sacramento or Chico, it is not free. They definitely don't have the bars in the close proximity that we have them. So we're really blessed. And with that said, we want to encourage everybody to check us out. March 28th, it's the Saturday after next. We're doing our pub crawl in downtown Marysville. We're going to hit up all the main bars on the drag, starting at River's Edge, ending at the Silver Dollar. We're going to hit everybody in between, from the Wood Butcher to Cortez, Stassi's, Cigar Box, and all the other ones that you can think of. It's 100% free to attend. You don't got to pay any money to earn an exclusive little t-shirt. There's no dinner at the end. It's just going to be a good time. Just show up, bring your valid ID, bring your good times and your positive attitudes, and bring enough money to tip your bartender. I cannot stress that enough. But with that said, that is our show for the week. Thanks for listening to us for the past 20 minutes of your day. We hope you guys have a good weekend. TGIF. And we will see you back on our normal time slot next Thursday, live at 5, with an exclusive announcement about our Sunday activity. We'll see you then.